Hello and welcome to another BookTube video from me, Lauren, from Lauren and the Books, and I'm joined by David today, and we're both wearing Disney t-shirts. Mine's got Moana on it and David's has got Toy Story. And where's yours from? Primark?
I don't know.
Mine's from Primark.
What's it? I'm looking for you to look at my label. I don't think it's Primark.
No, I think I got this for you online.
Yeah.
I think I got it for you last year for your
Truffle
birthday.
Shuffle or something like that.
We've had a sort out of all of our clothes and we've refound loads of our clothes. So we feel very excited. I thought I'd lost this forever. This was £3 in the Primark sale. Nutters. Today we're going to be doing the Partners Reading tag. So this is a tag that was invented by Dave over at Wilde Reads.
Not me, Dave.
Not you, Dave. You never get called Dave.
It's nice.
David. Do you like being called Dave? Never.
No.
He doesn't like it, so don't call him it, all right? And today we're going to be talking about our reading habits, etc. It's a wonderful tag. Well done, Dave, for inventing it. I will link his original video down below, and if you're not subscribed, then do go and subscribe, because he's a lovely chap, and I really enjoy his channel very much. So let's start. There's 11 questions. Let's start as we go. Number 1, how long have you been together for?
So 4 years and 7 months.
So it was 4 years in February, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 lovely years of loveliness. Do you want to tell the boys and girls at home how we met?
We met in a pub.
We did. We both bang on the fags and booze then, weren't we?
I mean, you wasn't drinking that night, was you?
No, I was driving because I was going on holiday with my parents the next morning at like 3 in the morning, and I met you, and then we were chatting, and then I was like, oh, I fancy you. And I went and gave you my number, didn't I?
You did, and I forgot your name.
You forgot my name, imagine. And then...
I was very drunk.
The rest, they say, is history.
That was proper cringe.
That's disgusting.
That was
you being
horrible.
All saying it's cringe, as if that's not how we
I know.
around each other all the time.
Not in front of those guys.
Question 2 is, who reads more?
Me.
No, I was going to make
so.
the same joke and be like, you.
Yeah.
I definitely read more. My target for this year to read is 150 books, and yours is
10.
You may have seen David. We do like quarterly updates, don't we, for your reading? And I will link some of the quarterly updates we've been doing for David's reading. 3, do you ever argue or disagree about books?
Never.
We don't argue about anything, really, do we?
No, we don't.
So not even about books. I can't even think. Because I think one of these questions is a bit like, David's a bit hot and bothered. David's a bit hot and bothered. I don't even think, because I think there's a question coming up a bit later about, is there any book that you liked and the other person?
Don't spoil it for him.
No, but I don't even feel like there's been a book that we've both... Oh, I tell you what, I wanted you to read One Day by David Nichols, and you didn't like it, did you?
No, I've never attempted to read it.
Oh, well, I gave it to you and you said you didn't like it and you'd given up on it.
No, I must have lied. Are you sure? One Day?
Yep, One Day. It's about there's a film made of it. It's about two people on their lives on the same day throughout. And I thought you'd really like it.
Never tried to read it.
Well, I never. Are you sure? At the beginning, Dolores has written inside it saying, "Oh, it was a Christmas present."
Never read it.
Well,
I think I've looked at it.
Oh.
I probably went. Well,
that's a book I feel like you'd like, but if you don't like it, never mind. Number 4, who buys the most books? I buy the most books. David buys books and then doesn't read them, don't you, David?
Oh, that's rich coming from you.
As you sit shielding my over 100 books TBR.
And I've got about 8 down there that I need to read.
Well, that's rich.
Yeah.
We both buy. I buy the most books.
That was an argument.
That was as hairy as it gets in terms of arguments. Right, yeah. So I buy the most books. Number 5, who has the better taste in books?
Well, I think I've got the better taste in books.
It's all relative, isn't it?
Exactly.
Because if you like reading books about non-fiction accounts about animals, then you might think that David has the better taste in books. But if you like reading anything that isn't non-fiction accounts about animals, you do like a non-fiction account about...
I like things about the 80s and like 80s action books.
If you like the niche genre of 80s action mixed with non-fiction information about animals' journeys, then you're really going to be into David's taste.
That's the best genre.
But as a rule, I feel like I've probably got the best taste. I could recommend
Well,
more.
no, I don't think you've got... I just think you have a wider taste.
A wide range.
Yeah. Whereas I don't. Like, if there's a...
You really are warm. Why are you so warm?
I don't know.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know why. The next question is, do you share your books?
We would do if there was things of yours I wanted to read.
And is there?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
Wonder. But I mean, if Wonder.
Yeah, we
But,
don't. David's got one shelf down there.
A little tiny shelf.
Where he keeps his books on. And you've got to crack through some of those, haven't you?
Yeah. Like, I think there'd be, like, you recommend me.
Yeah, when we share, but it's not...
I'd like to think as I get older I'll read more, and then we might share more books. Well, like, I don't think you read much of what I've read. Like, you might read The Impossible Fortress.
I might.
Yeah, but the thing is, you've got so many books to read.
We share everything, don't we, David?
Yeah, I wouldn't expect
what's mine is yours.
And what's yours is mine.
Yes, it would.
Yeah.
Okay, number 7. Do you read together or apart? So, I read all the time.
Yeah.
But if you're reading, it's
does that
normally
mean...
because I'm reading.
Yeah. And we read the same short books sometimes, don't we? At the same time.
We read, like, picture books together. We read Franklin recently together.
Yeah, when we got short graphic novels, we read them together and...
But yeah, so I read, like, all the time, but if David's ever reading, it's because I'm sat down reading as well. Although sometimes you'd like to surprise me and say, oh, I read a chapter of book before.
Yeah, what I really like to do is, this is obviously nothing horrible against Lauren, but when I'm with Lauren, like, I prefer to, like, talk to Lauren and do stuff with Lauren. So when we're reading, I'm like, well, I want to talk to Lauren now.
Oh,
and
yeah,
and that's why I don't, but sometimes when I'm on my own, I can read for ages.
Yeah.
Like, there was that time when I read, like, the second half of the Harry Potter book, and you came back, and... Because at that time, I was only allowed to watch that film after I read the book, and I was like, I really want to watch that film today, and I thought, I've already got half, so I read it all, and I come back and...
I was so proud of you.
I was like, I finished my book today!
I know.
Yeah.
And when we did Cosy Reading Night, because you really like joining in with Cosy Reading Night, don't you? Because you
do.
get, like, dedicated reading time.
Yeah.
And you read basically, like, the whole of The Impossible Fortress on the night.
It's a show. I just wish I could be better at reading, like...
Because when you do it, you enjoy it,
Yeah.
but it just doesn't happen very... You'd always think, well, I'll play FIFA, or I'll look on my phone, or I'll do this, or whatever. So, yeah, maybe we should do a bit of reading today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I can see you. Number 8 is, how many books in the average month do you read? So I probably read about 15 a month.
I'd say just under 1.
Just under 1 at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm still on target, and I will definitely read...
It's impressive considering, like, before, which is also a question for later on, like, before you met me, you probably read, like, 3 books in your whole life.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, we'll come to that later.
Number 9, are you both competitive in your reading? I'm not competitive at all.
No.
Not at all. We're both not very competitive people, actually.
No.
Even in terms of, like, board games and stuff like that. The only person I'm competitive, not even competitive, but I just like winding him up is Ryan. My best friend Ryan. I just like when we play Crazy Golf and stuff with him, I'm like, oh, you're not doing very well, are you?
No, he didn't do very well in the
last
one.
He's the only person I want to beat, because he just gets so wound up. But I love him dearly.
Oh, bless him.
But yeah, we're not competitive about reading.
No, not at all. No, I mean, even if we were, I'd just have to... You'd just shit all over me, wouldn't you?
Oh, I hope not. Rude. The penultimate question is, have you read a book on the other's recommendation and not enjoyed it? So mine for this was going to be one day, but you obviously didn't even read it at all.
No, I don't know. I honestly do not know where you've got this from, because...
David's very keen for me to read The Impossible Fortress, which I will do. So that's a recommendation you've given me. That's probably one of the only...
Yeah, I think probably just that.
But there's never been anything that I've...
Or like the We Bought a Zoo book is lovely. I really like that. But no, I would never like... You know, you've got your own hundreds of books to read, so...
Yeah, but I'd like to be recommended a book by my poo-poo.
The Impossible Fortress, then.
Okay, I'll get round to it eventually, maybe next year. The last question is, have your reading taste changed since you met? So, I read more now, but that's nothing to do with date. That's nothing to do with
so
you.
Would you.
That's because of BookTube.
Would you say you read a different genre of book now since since you've met me?
Yeah, but it's not to do with you. It's to do with...
No. But I'm just since you started up BookTube, because obviously...
Completely.
Because before you was obviously reading not as much, so you must have been reading
back in the day, before I started BookTube, I used to read a book a week, which is amazing. And now I probably read like 2 or 3 books a week.
Yeah.
So already I'm reading much more. I also, before I started BookTube, I was a bit lost in what I liked.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'd read like Richard and Judy book club books, or books that were being made into films, or films that I'd seen and I liked, and things like that. Or I'd just like read a whole author's work because I'd read one book by that person and thought, oh, well, I'll love it. So now I get many, many, many more recommendations. I'm much more aware of what I like. I don't really pick up books that I then think are shit, unless I'm doing it for like book club or something, because I'm quite good at picking out what I like. So yeah, my habits have my tastes and reading habits have definitely changed since I met you.
Yeah.
not to do with you, but to do with BookTube. But what about you?
No, so obviously I have probably read before Lauren. BL. I probably read about 7 or 8 books in my life, like including school. Like I cannot remember. I think for school I read Macbeth, but I don't think I read Macbeth.
You just studied it, but you didn't read it.
Yeah, I think so, because I was never the hugest fan of school.
But did you read for fun?
I used to. So back when I was younger, I used to watch wrestling. And so I used to read wrestling biographies. So people who might know.
But how many of those had you read?
So I read 2. I think I read 4 of them. So I read 5. So I read 2 ones of The Rock, aka Dwayne Johnson.
Can you smell what The Rock is cooking?
2 of Mick Foley's, and then 1 of Kurt Angle.
So you're saying you read about 7 books before you met me? Well, then 5 of those were wrestling autobiographies.
And then I read the Jackie Chan autobiography.
Well, you liked an autobiography?
I did back then. Yeah, the
you
Jackie
read
Chan
an autobiography since you met me?
No, I don't.
I think autobiographies are reading for people who don't think they like reading.
Yeah.
Like, they're quite an easy Christmas gift. Like, oh, you like this programme, or you might like this person,
exactly,
or you like,
And then the book I read last before BL was a book called A Million Little Pieces.
Yeah, I've got that somewhere.
I really like that book. It took me probably a good 7 to 8 months to read it.
Apparently it's got a really horrifically graphic rape scene in it.
Yeah, it has, from what I can remember.
Is it about addiction?
Yeah, so it's about a guy in rehab, and he meets a woman in rehab, and it was a very good book. It was interesting.
Yeah.
And sad.
Interesting.
And funny.
But yeah, you.
But now I like animal books.
Yeah, now you like non-fiction animal books, and well, you loved Wonder, didn't you?
I did love Wonder. Yeah, I love a feel good, like minimal peril.
Yeah.
I know there is peril in Wonder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was the partners reading tag. Now we're not going to tag anyone in this because a lot of people were tagged in Dave's original video. But if you and your partner or best pal or cat, I'd love to do this with Minnie. She wouldn't do it. Minnie don't really like being in videos anymore. She hasn't been in any videos for ages. Would like to do this, then do definitely check out. I will write all the questions down below, but check out Dave's original video as well. And that's it from us. It's been nice to have you on two times in 2 weeks.
Aren't they lucky?
Well, people said on your video about your reading update, they were like, "Oh, I haven't seen a video with David in for ages." Well, now here you are, and everyone should encourage David to get back upon his YouTube channel, because everyone enjoyed it so much.
Next
for your birthday, you're
next
do it,
week sometime.
Yeah, but you said that before and you vlogged and then you didn't do anything about it. So just mild encouragement in the comments, guys, if you wouldn't mind. And that's it. What we got planned for the rest of the day? We're going to my mum and dad's for a roast dinner.
Yeah.
We've got washing to put out. We've got to go and do a bit of food shopping.
We'll go to the storage unit.
We'll go to the storage unit.
Drop off our summer clothes.
And
get our old winter clothes.
I'm going to get that Jamie Christmas cookbook out as well.
If you can find it.
I'll find it.
Right.
And that's it from us. So we'll see you again soon with another BookTube video.